hands onto Kazuya. The problem is putting hands on Kazuya. This guy can box. He's a danger, a very dangerous man. And we'll see how the small Italian plumber can deal with this strong businessman that we got coming up for you guys.
Exactly. I mean, it's not easy to deal with the head of the Mishima Zaibatsu. We will see how Dominator does it on small battlefield for game number 1. Stars and stripes adorned as we go out, and maybe that was the case looking for the maybe that was the time to go for the forward air. But then again, you got to show that you're not willing to go away from the up air, because that is going to be how you're piling on the majority of the percentage points, I'd imagine.
Yeah, look at all this damage here for Dominator so far in the early game. 83% onto Kazuya Mishima without much answer, and already Dominator playing this neutral very, very well. 2 up airs, resetting the situation, finding the down air as well. Almost killing off the top, a good DI from D0g here to survive, but now has the Rage Drive available. This could be dangerous if Dominator lets him get a hit on him.
All right, fine, I'll call him D0g. But no, you got the red jacket on, and you know that is going to be trouble. You're not in KO percent for that Heaven's Door Rage Art, but you're in very real danger of losing it yourself, so you got to use it in some fashion or another. Just got to get back to stage. Got to put your feet on the ground, and you're able to do so eventually.
Big punish there for Dominator, finding, or not finding that tech chase. D0g whiffing on that side B, looking to trip up Dominator a little bit. Dominator recognizing that and immediately punishing with that up smash, and punishing once again the down air into the forward air, and trying to extend the nair off to that right side to find an even more favorable position for themselves. But Dominator already in firm control of the neutral. You see, he's just not letting Kazuya touch him, and I think that's important.
Yeah, whatever you can do to make this awkward for Kazuya to implement his offense, because yeah, you do have the ability to move in and out relatively easily, but you're still just a little stiff. You're still locking up just a little bit in terms of how you need to be moving in this game on flat ground. But Dominator right now is more than keen to take advantage of that. Almost a full stock lead now.
Yep.
And in fact, it was a full stock lead. And Dominator is just more than keen to, like, okay, I will let you make the mistake. I got all the time in the world. There is 4 and change remaining. I could do this all day long if you want.
I mean, you even see Dominator double jumping in neutral, just going from coast to coast, looking for an opportunity. He finally finds the nair, but unfortunately D0g could not confirm it into much. He can't get his hands on the slippery little plumber. Look at the way the Dominator's playing. Okay, finally finds the parry, gets an electric wind god, but can't confirm it into the kill, and this is a problem here for D0g. Normally Kazuya can just blow you up, right? But not when it's Dominator. There's the forward throw. Edge guard situation now, looking for something. Dominator trying to take advantage. He's able to come back, but the back air is enough to send him off once again. The recycled situation. How do we get back from this, Stu?
Well, I mean, you need to utilize the Rage Art now. Like, you need Heaven's Door. You need the stock deleted. Like, that is the first. That is the order of operations. That's Wolf that's closest to the sled. You just need to shoot it. So now, after that, you need to start playing with a little bit more confidence. Like, this is one of those things where, okay, you're doubting yourself because you know this is a Mario, and Marios are not above camping by any stretch of the imagination. And now that's not where you live. You need to keep your feet on the ground. I mean, if nothing else, maybe simplify the game plan a little bit more. Like, I understand that this guy is more than happy to play with the lead and stall this out for as long as you like, but now you're in a position where you have to initiate something. Do you have the buttons? Do you have the damage output to do that or not? Yes, you're Kazuya. Of course you have the opportunity to do damage, but so does Dominator. Living up to the name, catch a body, young man.
Absolutely disgusting from Dominator, finding that forward air all the way in the blast zone, the reverse as well, so styling on him just a little bit. You can see the confidence that Dominator possesses in this matchup. Clearly comfortable versus Kazuya, and man, D0g is going to have to really work hard to figure this one out, because if first game is any indication of how the set will go, this could be a wash.
Yeah, this is going to be my my 1 per set sports reference. The Dominator was the nickname of a very, very talented hockey goalie, Dominik Hasek of Buffalo Sabres, Detroit Red Wings fame. And the one thing that he would do is kind of open up gaps to let people think that they had a chance of scoring on him, only to just close it up because he was doing it on purpose. You see that a little bit from Dominator, especially on that last stock. We saw D0g trying to move in and initiate something. Really, it was just Dominator. Okay, well, now that you've done that, I can up air you 5 times. And then with the reverse dunk at the very end, as you mentioned, what can you say? The Dominator provides once again. And looking to do so again, not getting the Duncan hitbox here on Hollow Bastion for game number 2. I do like the counter pick for D0g, but at the same time, this is still Dominator. He can still catch your recoveries. This is not exactly a foregone conclusion.
Yeah, I mean, the damage is obviously, the damage is obviously there this time around for D0g. Has Dominator in a disadvantageous position. I don't actually like how he dropped into the blast zone there with that downer, giving up the ledge trap. Not a situation I want to see D0g going into. That's a risky play that you actually don't have to take when you have the percentage lead. And now it's Dominator's turn to play, dropping all the way down, trying to get a drop zone back air. The rising up air from D0g is going to be enough. And once again, we have the Rage Drive. We actually haven't seen the Rage Drive come into effect yet, Stu.
Yeah, this is one of those deals that D0g has not been able to implement a core part of the game plan. And now you're at 175. You're like, oh, well, I mean, maybe I'm wasting it at this point. Like, no, just use it. I don't care. Like, just put damage on the board. Do something with it.
I mean, how can you find that connection on a Dominator? That's the problem. He does find the grab onto Dom, finding that first stock for themselves, but now once again stuck in the ledge trap. Dominator sharking with that back air, looking to find something here, but you see D0g slowing the pace down, being very, very careful. Doesn't want to give away too much here to Dominator, trying to open him up, but just as I say that, Dominator opens him up with an up smash and finds that first stock on a D0g in game 2.
Yeah, I mean, if you're D0g, I guess you're pretty happy with how this game 2 is going thus far. He says as he gets comboed into the air for 20% or so. That's then again, you need to just implement that core part of your game plan. It's like, you know, sometimes if you're playing a traditional fighter, you just have to land that super because you need that for your confidence. Whatever it is, you know, strategy-wise, just whatever, send it. Like that now, but we're seeing Dominator is like, I don't need no meter, I don't need no red jacket, I can cover you in red myself. But D0g, that's the response that you need, the mentality that you need. Whatever it is, crack your knuckles and fight back. Loving what I'm seeing from these two. We're
already seeing that adaptation from D0g as well. Getting this game to an even stock. Mashes out of the grab, but Dominator's still ready to rapid jab him right after the fact, and 46% here onto D0g, but here comes a grab. We're going to see maybe an electric. Yes, gets the extra damage with that up tilt as well. Finding more and more damage here is D0g, but you have to find the kill on the Dominator. That's been the big problem.
Baby!
Double up air into the forward air. Dominator 2 for 2 on that combination. Duncan Donuts into the blast zone.
Yo, straight up pop, pop, damn, like you Cinderella man. You gotta love the response there from Dominator. Even though D0g very willing to fight back and creating opportunities to succeed for himself, Dominator unblinking, realizing the condition that the bottom of the Skechers actually catching him, popping him up, and then it was another air, another up air, and then the dunk right off of the ledge. And you saw immediately wanting the run back, saw that there was opportunity there. I love the fighting spirit from D0g. I want to see how that translates into success. This Kazuya is kind of winning me over with that little bit of a comeback performance in game 2.
There were definitely some signs of life here from D0g. And once again, we'll find the stock in quick fashion. That's a 0 to death for D0g. Looking a lot better here in game 3. We saw the adaptation game 2. Maybe game 3 is the game that D0g can finally take with the significant advantage that they've accrued so far in the early game.
And getting those side steps in, you know, anything that you can do to make him realize is like, no, I mean, punches and kicks, that's my realm. Whatever you can do to make him uncomfortable, puts him into the blast zone, and that's 3 stocks to 1. D0g moving just a little bit quicker.
Man.
And now, yeah, less than a minute gone. All of a sudden, Dominator on the final stock has the D0g awaken. Are we getting the laser eyes in the Kazuya Mishima?
I mean, this is what we wanted to see, Stu. We wanted to see D0g doing those things that you're accustomed to seeing that Kazuya has. These 0 to death, these crazy combos. We might see it once again. Electric, the double nair, air dodge. But that's not enough to come back. Unfortunately, he dips a little bit too close to the sun, and we'll pay for it. But, hey, we still got 2 stocks to work with it for D0g.
Yeah, I mean, that's a risk that you're allowed to take at that point. I mean, if nothing else, you go for it just to try to get a little bit of confidence in yourself. But, looking for the up air string. Almost found something nasty there. Oh, they're going towards the ledge. This is a knockdown, drag-out war now. You have awakened. Oh, the full fury of the Mishima Zaibatsu, and looking for the up Bs as well. Wants this thing over and done with.
Oh, no.
But is going to be pushed off the stage, getting a little risky.
Yep, D0g didn't have their jump, unfortunately, and will eat that flood. And fall into the blast zone, and now all of a sudden Dominator has a chance to take this 3-0. D0g is going to have to play this a little bit safer. Okay, comes in with a dash attack, the aggression, the cape able to dodge that projectile, but here we go, the rising down air, more damage here for Dominator, sending him off to the right side. You've got to be careful. We've seen Dominator find their stocks here. He did jump, but the command grab comes through and dunks him, and that's going to be enough. D0g will not be 3-0'd. He will take game number 3.
Yeah, and we are seeing a little bit of a fighting spirit. I think D0g is playing a little risky now. Like, I understand that you have to roll the dice a little bit. Yeah, that became a comeback situation real fast, no matter what the scoreboard said, because you were putting yourself in a position where you could have very easily gotten double up aired into that dunk yet again. The repeat of what we saw in game number 2, except without the 3 stock. Yeah.
I think it's the fact that D0g was like feeling himself a little bit. He got a little bit confident. He found a 0 to death at the first stock. The second stock was pretty similar. The second and first and second stocks for him, though, I think he was playing a little bit risky, like you said, because of that confidence, because of that momentum. But he got a little bit too ahead of himself. That's the problem.
Yes.
Because, like, if you give Dominator too much, he's going to absolutely destroy your stock. We've seen him find stocks as early as 60% here on the Mario. And Town & City is going to be the choice for Dominator. And honestly, this feels like a pretty good stage for Kazuya as well. So surprised to see Dominator go here.
Yeah, but then again, if you're Dominator, you do have, like, obviously you like being in the face of your opposition. Maybe you don't like it as much if you're facing off against Kazuya. So what can you do? You can really utilize that fireball. And to the point where you are essentially camping them out, especially when you have something like the Omega forms, especially when you can get something or even bait out movement with those platforms. You can still shark under that center platform when you have it 25% of the time.
But here comes D0g. Okay, great DI though from Dominator on the up throw, or down throw rather, for the electric wind god. There we go. Gets the command grab. Yep, Gates of Hell. Plenty of damage here. 130 or 103% onto Dominator rather. But here comes Dominator. Up air, up air, up air. Looking for the forward air. I think he recognized that the up B was not going to kill in that situation with a high ceiling of Town & City. So I like that option from Dominator, trying to extend it a little bit.
Yeah, no, that's exactly what you need. You need points on the board. But again, that 3-hit combo going to put Dominator off of the ledge. Up B catches a little bit of damage as well, but it gives him the red jacket. That is an unfortunate circumstance, and now we may very well see Heaven's Door slam in the face of Dominator as a Rage Art for the first time in this set, or Dominator keeps him in the air. You know what? It's when Kazuya's feet are on the ground when he's the most dangerous. It's the exact opposite for Dominator. Going to take full advantage of that offstage at TNC.
Exactly. Great aerial coverage from Dominator. Gets that drifting away down air, finding that forward tilt, setting up the flood on to the ledge trap to recycle the situation once more. Dominator's been using his projectiles a lot more. You see this on Town & City. And the reversal, okay, air dodging in though. D0g actually recognized that his movement controls were reversed and was able to air dodge in. Very smart from him. Uh-oh.
No. Oh my
goodness.
Dominator at 155, taking 2 stocks off of D0g, 5 and change remaining, and Kazuya has that much time to make something happen, but you need to have confidence in your abilities. Okay. That's a start. That's stock number 1.
Yep.
That's number 1.
Stop number 1, finding that gentleman jab here. D0g, signs of life once again. Dominator still in control, though, has this right side platform. You talked a little bit about this, too, how Dominator is not afraid to play the waiting game. He is sitting up on that platform, waiting for D0g to pick an option, jumping into the center, and trying to find a hit here and there. He's not overcommitting, though. That's the thing about Dominator.
Yeah, I mean, Dominator is doing enough to keep the momentum going, not taking too many chances, recognizing that was not the position, but you see it. You're smelling the blood in the water, trying to measure the shot, and you're getting multiple chances at it as well. You're spacing out that down tilt so perfectly, popping them up, and then the nairs to pepper it in. The back air to finish it off at ledge. Dominator living up to the name, 3-1 for the Mario.